Let's go, everybody! More Valorant with the clutch battles powered by Lair.gg. 500 euros on the line as we are heading into Bind. One of the last best of ones, actually. And we are looking at Team Turkey going up against the absolute legends. Should be a cool match. That was actually highly anticipated. Especially absolute legends. They were struggling a bit on the last round. They barely were able to clutch out a victory with a 12-13 score in their favor. But now they go up against Team Turkey, who absolutely crushed through that bracket so far, just as we are heading in with that pistol round. Absolute legends on the attacker side here, as usual. For Sage, we got the utility, went for the wall, and also in addition to that, of course, because it's the only thing that you can afford there, the extra armor, whereas for the rest of the team we got 2 to 3 ghosts actually in play. So the approach already over to B long. We have a little bit of a defender's hold with Cypher sitting there for the Turkish team. Still in the middle of the map, of course, the players on the side of the Viper player here. Nobody going for the op just yet. Here we go. A little bit of noise already made. And when we're looking towards the defenders, then in particular, the Reyna player already is sitting tight here, but there's already a bit of a fallback. Defenders over here. One taken down. Mites on the other hand. Could get the kill. Gets the headshot in, but gets also eliminated. 2-for-1 trade in favor of the attackers now. Nicely done by absolute legends. And they are starting to slowly make the rotation over to C long again. So in this case, we also have on Breach actually the spike as they're starting to move in over here. And the rotation straight through the teleporter, trying to go towards A, faking the opponent out a little bit. Rotation has already started to happen, and they do exactly what they did in one of the previous matches. They use the teleporter and just continue to run back to B, using that time frame right there in order to get that first spike plant. But at least Raxus has not been fooled so far, so he's the one that actually stays behind a little bit. Cluster grenade comes in, completely unaffected by it, gets the blind through, 1 kill, nicely done, and he follows it up with a potential second, but official Boaster is taking him apart. The last 2 defenders pushing through towards the spawn, trying to get the kill in here. 2 versus 2 situation now. Oh, and here's the opportunity to lock that kill in, but the attackers take it as Speezy takes that triple. Nicely done here, getting the lead now in this game on Bind. Well played. Now, of course, with all that said, that also gives us the extra credits for absolute legends. And the only question is really, how exactly does Team Turkey react here? We actually see them going for the eco round, as it seems, going for purely classics, so not investing into anything at all. Well, just as I say it, we actually have them invest very heavily indeed. Wow. They actually really commit to this. Didn't really expect that at all. We have Ares on their hands for every single player right now. So they're trying to play this out. We got only 1 Vandal on the side of the attackers though. And talking about the attacker, seems like most of the action is going to happen over on B once again. We're going to take a closer look at Carcass. He's the one with the ghost at this point, but of course the Vandal, as I said previously, held by Breach here. Only 1 Cypher player in this game. Orb control once again is important, and they're already taking that. One with the spike, still Viper, sitting there in the middle. Very patient play from defenders in particular. Nobody pushing out, just holding their angles. But it still seems to be a push towards A, at least for the time being. Official Boaster is already holding the angle towards the left, towards lights. And also has to, because it's exactly where Reyna is currently positioned. They're trying to make a little bit of noise over on B, as you can see. But nobody really being fooled here. It's 2 defenders on C. The rest of them is already starting to move in. 1 kill from the corner. Nicely done. Sage gets the counter, though. A 2-for-2 trade as they're already starting to push straight up for the spot and get the spike planted. Jet on the other side for the defenders is starting to move towards the window, trying to get a bit of an angle there as the smokes are starting to disappear. Gets a few kids connected there and drops them already low, but the slows are there, and with that Cypher and Jet set up, they're trying to break through the wall quickly. Again, keep in mind, they invested a lot in this case. And here gets the kill. Official Boaster takes Aura down. Cypher eliminated. 1 versus 3 situation now for Mites. Let's see if he can get anything done. Doesn't really look like it, to be absolutely honest with you. Moves already around and is soon... I mean, he has no chance to actually move in for this. Maybe he can get another kill, can catch someone on the rotation when they're moving away from the bomb. Tries to go for one, but gets taken apart by Zik as they're jumping through the teleporter to dodge the bomb explosion. 2-0 lead now for Absolute Legends against Team Turkey. And Team Turkey is in a bit of trouble. They invested a lot in the last round, so they don't have a lot of resources to buy again. They went for Ares, and now the only thing that we're seeing from them is a bit of light armor. They invest into a few sheriffs here and also buy themselves another ghost. But you look over towards Absolute Legends, and they are rocking this at this point with 2 Vandals already. We got a Phantom in play, 2 Spectres still, and of course, especially on the armor equipment, they are looking fantastic here. Bit of a push out happening over though. Camera gets taken out. Cypher, of course, fantastic on this map, especially on the defensive side. It provides so much information there for the team. But they're really trying to control the AWP this time. There's the blind. Oh, and the double kill. Haha. Great play by Team Turkey. Really well done. Cider takes down Metis. It's at least a bit of a counter kill. It's all about the weapons right now. Raxus with the ult is trying to push in as we speak. 3 versus 1 setup. The last man standing is Official Boaster. What a fantastic round for Team Turkey, seriously. I mean, full chaos for just a moment, but now even with a kill against Raxus, this is still a great round. They played the eco round, they got a ton of kills, but Boaster, holy hell, he is popping off. Tries to get the plant, but Turco comes in and drops him. The point on the board now for Team Turkey. And what a fantastic round, seriously. If you play an eco round like this and you are able to just dominate the opponent, well, maybe not dominate, but take the opponent's team down, try and steal a few of the weapons away, was really well played by Team Turkey, so they bring it back here. They make sure that Absolute Legends don't walk away with a big lead or anything. That's still pretty sexy to see. Now, both of the teams, in this case, are able to more or less fully buy. We got 1 Spectre on the side of the Viper player for Absolute Legends. Carcass not really able to go for his operator that we will definitely see from him later on in the game. Now they're starting to push out once again. And Carcass in particular needs to be a bit careful. Up towards B long, we have currently 2 just waiting for that. A little bit of a slow, double checking on the camera, taking that out too. And slowly rotating over towards A. Always looking for that entry frag. We got ults available. It's going to be the most important part here. I mean, you look over to Raze, for example. Cider can go for the showstopper whenever. Even Breach has his ult ready. So that's another one that they could potentially use here. Problematic is, of course, that he got just taken down a second ago by Raxus. That's a good start into all of this. They're trying to push through once more. Talking about pushing through. At this point, the question is just simply if we're going to get another kill from Raxus as they're trying to go through the showers. He gets 1. Gets eliminated just a moment later, but the fight for A has now started up. A little bit of a corner position over there from Rip. As he is going to try to get the kill. Reloading though, and Cider uses the opportunity to get the kill. But that leaves us with Zik, the only player, going up against 3. As Absolute Legends is trying to make something happen here. Turco taking Cider and Zik down, both of them eliminated. And the defenders now with another victory. Score tied for the time being. Ults on Sage and Brimstone. We got also Viper and Breach for Absolute Legends with their ults available. And in this case, it is the attacking team that decides to play this a little bit slower. And just says, alright boys, let's make sure that we're going to get an eco round through and prepare for the rest of this. And that also drops an operator into the hands of Metis, so he's going to be the one to aim down on B long. It's not really going to be a big problem for him, since at this point nobody is actually facing off against him. But at the same time now, the question is just simply, can they jump in and get at least the plant? I mean, if they win the round, of course, it would be fantastic, but if they can get the plant alone, that's already... nice chunk of credits that you get for the team. Rip on the other hand. He's letting his rip as he comes in and gets the initial kill. We still got a bit of action over here from Reyna herself. Rip by now with 3 kills already. And they are just demolishing the eco round on the side of Team Absolute legends. The attempt to go for the plant, shifting it over towards B. The problem is that Cypher is currently sitting tight over here and is going to have a very good grasp of what's going on. Sitting on the camera right now, and he is going to see very, very soon the jump out of the window. A little bit of a delay here, but there it is. And gets the kill. Aura with a really easy one. Goes in, gets the information. That's what makes Cypher so fantastic, especially, of course, on the B defense. So they're moving in, taking them down, and that's an easy kill right there for them. Job well done. Okay, so at this time, camera is out again. So he's already double checking, getting a bit of a peek over here. We still have the operator for Mites, which is going to be super important now because it seems like we're going to see a bit of a peek on Sage's side around that corner, and that could easily lead to a kill if Mites is able to connect the shot here. That's actually not the only one peeking around this. Yeah, Sage nearly there, gets the orb thrown. Alright, bit of a slow setup here. Just waiting for the opportunity. Zig with a kill against Rip. Over here, nothing happening right now. But there it is. Carcass goes down. Nicely done. The aggression towards the middle. Right now, we are actually looking at official Boaster in particular, trying to make his way through here, grabbing the weapon as we speak. Still a 4 versus 4 situation, but if they really want to go on to B, then they have to deal with Mites and his operator, and he's still sitting tight, aiming down Hookah, waiting for another opportunity to get a kill. And it really feels like Absolute Legends is trying to push through this. Now, the wall of Viper is actually super important here to obstruct some of the vision. That's going to get tricky. Ult comes in, they go for the double. Both ults are out. And Mites on the run. All of them falling back, actually, yielding the position, at least for the time. But here comes the ult. There comes Jet. Bam! Gets the kill in. Nicely played here. And the follow-up is here immediately as well. Sexy plays from Mites as he is getting 3 in total and goes for the defuse to take his team in the lead with a 4-2. We're going to take another look at this. So first of all, aiming around the corner, obviously here. Jumping in with the ult, and bam! First kill connected, and gets the second one shortly after that. Really cool plays from Mites, and obviously that brings him high up on the scoreboard now too. The only one that has more kills than him is Raxus at this point. Yeah, a little bit of a setback now for Absolute Legends. Initially off to a good start. They still got the weaponry, of course. Had to make some compromises on the light armor for Zig and Spezzy. But still, Mites starting to push out. And getting the kill against Cider. Trying for the double. But Speezy is just saying, enough is enough, baby. Time for us to shine. The operator eliminated. Could potentially even rotate around and try to secure this one. Everybody's starting to move in, but Carcass is able to also revive Cider. So 5 versus 4 for now, as they're trying to push on to B again.
Right there.
Important part is definitely Raxus. He's the top killer for the team, and he gets another frag. Speezy is down. Job well done by him. And he is absolutely rocking the defense over here on the spot now. And still, trying to go for the quick jump peek over and over again to get an idea of what's happening in Hookah. Even holding down on long. It's only Sage on A for Team Turkey. They are in the lead. They have a 4 versus 2. Patience for Absolute Legends as they're waiting it out. It's a 4 versus 4 situation on the map now. And Team Turkey wants to take the lead here. Is trying to play it slow, trying to play it easy. So once again, seeing all of that slowly moving through. Can they make the play here? Already obstructing spawn. Same is happening with the Cypher Cage on the other hand. And there's the attack. Nicely done. Raxus with 1, Raxus with 2. He gets the double. Nice. Job well done by him. And that is the end of it. No time to plant anymore. That's another win here. So let's take a quick look at it. So at this point, as you can see, gets the initial kill in. Raxus able to follow it up with a second. And that locks in the victory in this round for Team Turkey. 5 against 2 on the scoreboard. Absolute Legends in an absolute devastating situation right now. They need to try and bring this back somehow, and it won't be easy. But again, they had a couple of comeback moments in earlier matches too. But for now, Team Turkey looks solid. And there's not a lot of economy going now for Absolute Legends. Now, they got the operator at least for Carcass, so that's at least something. Saved here earlier. Still, can they play around the corner right now? Oh, the kill! The AWP is already gone. Rip comes in together with Ruxus. They get the double kill. Spy Carrier goes down too as Spezi is eliminated. Zig is dead. That leaves the last man standing. And that is, of course, over onto the official Boaster. But there's not really a whole lot for him to do. He doesn't have the spike. He's just sitting tight here, waiting for someone to move around. He gets one. That's at least a few more credits for him in the next round. And he's trying to get a little bit more here. Oh, and he does! Takes at least Ruxus out. So that one was important. But still, 6 points against 2. Super impressive performance by Team Turkey for now. They're doing exceptionally well here. We still got the AWP for Meters. He's been absolutely dominating it, as mentioned previously. We have Ruxus with 12 kills already by himself. So looking at those Vandal plays. Carcass, now that he could again invest heavily, also has an operator going for himself. He needs to bring this back now. He wanted to try in the last round to already make a play here and couldn't really make it work. Now another attempt to go over a short. Make the play here. Smoke comes down quite quickly. A little bit of a push out that we are seeing from Jet instead. Trying to get an op hit over here. Instead, Ruxus gets the kill against Cider. They're starting to move in again. Ruxus himself is a little bit low, but he gets the kill. Gets the headshot connected. Goes for the heal. Gets the overheal to 121 even. And is looking for even more victims. He's absolutely dominant right now. The ult of Viper comes in. The plan comes through. He's trying to get the kill here. But he's also starting to rapidly lose HP at this point. Too much time. An official Boaster comes in and takes him down. And that, ladies and gentlemen, as we have official Boaster getting eliminated by Cypher, is another point. Another one for Team Turkey. Easy peasy. 7-2. Big lead for them now. Big lead in that first half. They are absolutely doing fantastic here. I mean, honestly, they're just crushing at this point. Just look at this. They have 7 wins in a row now. And this is honestly insane. The attacker side won the first 2 rounds, which are oftentimes the rounds that set the pace of the game a little bit, and we can really build up some of the momentum. Especially important to note because Team Turkey bought on the second round. They didn't play an eco round. They bought on round 2, still lost, and then continued to win 7 in a row. Absolutely bonkers at this point. Meters. Again. Gets the hit and zips away. Good repositioning here. And they get 3 kills in this particular situation. What a fantastic setup for them again. Absolutely amazing. Aura with a kill against official Boaster. Zika at least gets 1 counter kill, but he's the last man standing now for the team. Feels like a familiar situation. Gets already banged a little bit over here. Still trying to make a play with the smoke. Goes for the corridor, tries to move in, but he gets eliminated as Ruxus is just continuing that killing spree. Secures the operator for the rest of the team. He himself absolutely no interest of continuing with it. We currently also have enough money for a full buy on the side for Absolute Legends, but let's face it, with now round 11 being played out here, they need to really step it up. If Absolute Legends isn't able to get at least another round win in this half, they are going to look at an absolute terrifying second one. It's already difficult enough as is, but maybe they got a chance here. Rex is already pushing out towards the left side. They get the kill. Oh my god. Raxus takes Boaster down after Rip gets eliminated. The double peak working for them. Still have Cypher alone on B. Yeah, the only one standing over here, over on B. Turco with a revive on Rip, so that brings us back into a 4 versus 5 situation. The attackers, they lost of course 1. Aura. Aura with a double header. Taking out 2 at the same time with a single bullet. That's value right there. It's like at Walmart. The 2-for-1 special. And he locks it in. Plant is in, but of course the recapture. Oh, nice. Good ult. Yeah, zoning them out even further. All 3 of them towards spawn side. That's a bit of an easy choke point to hold. But it's still only 2 versus 3. Meters again. Gets the kill against Spezi. Nice. They're trying to move in for another kill. Setting that up. Pushing through Incendiary. And that's another easy defuse. All down already. 9 points against 2. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Nicely done. That brings us into the last round of the half. Last round before the switch. And Absolute Legends get absolutely destroyed on this one. It's honestly impressive. I mean, seriously. Absolute Legends, one of the top teams, really well played during the entire beta. And now also in this tournament, walked away with a lot of victories, made it into, I think we're in the 4th round at this point. So they did incredibly well here. Had a couple of hiccups, but generally speaking, doing a fantastic job in the tournament, going into the later rounds. And right now, it looks like they're absolutely getting dominated here. Again, an aggressive push forward on a short from 3 of them. Still trying to hold down that angle over here while the rest is covering the action towards the right. A bit of a move then again on the side of Absolute Legends as they are determined to at least get another point onto the board before the switch. Already starting to move in. Carcass in particular is sitting over, just peeking a little bit around the corner here, hoping for a kill towards the right. There's Aura. He gets the kills in. 2 remaining. That's the only thing that they have here. Cider with the double kill at least. Good for him. Trying to follow up with even more, and he gets another one. Mites is down, and that was an important one. That was the AWP player. Dodges out on the ult of Brimstone. And now a 2 versus 2 situation. Still one on spawn! Haha! The kills from Raxus and Cider. They get the kills in. And that is the switch right here. Team Turkey switching over to the attacker side with a 10-2 score on the board. Insane. Absolutely insane. Just look at this. Like, I mean, seriously. If you consider how they played here, look at the scoreboard. They lost the early 2 rounds and then they win 10 rounds in a row. That's absolutely bonkers. And now all they need is another 3 to finish this and take it. So let's have a bit of a look if they can actually pull that off. I mean, again, as we're heading into the pistol round, that's obviously the opportunity also for Absolute Legends to lock a few one in, but they really need to pop. So they need someone to pop off here. Maybe it's gonna be Cider. Who knows? Rip is already moving in over here on the angle. Jet on the other hand, straight moving through the middle. Over towards the left, we have at least 1 sitting. 3 actually on B at this point. So on A, we don't really have too many. There's the wall. Trying to boost them over. Didn't quite work out as they planned that. Smokes are out. They're trying to come in for the plant. So far not a single kill. The rotation is happening through the teleporter now too. And it's actually Breach that is starting to move in from behind. Gets immediately annihilated by Rip though. So that's a big problem for him. And what about Carcass? Can he make a play here? He's trying to move around the corner. Still a little bit of vision already lost. Yeah, trying to just bang through showers here. Get 1 hit. Raxus gets taken down and they take 3. They take 3 and that leaves Aura as the last man standing. Gets zoned out even more. Gets 1 kill in against Cider, but the defender still with the defuse, and Aura goes down as well as Carcass connects another headshot. 10-3. Maybe a little bit of a comeback opportunity now for the Absolute Legends here. Going on the defense. They are starting to buy, of course. Now we got the first Bulldog already in play for official Boaster, the Viper player, trying to hold showers for the team. This time, Team Turkey not investing at all. They did it on the first round. There's a little bit of a boost towards the top. Well played on the end, but let's go. Holding a good angle here. The attack will happen over on B, though. So that's what we're gonna see the next approach. Young getting attacked here. Already going for the Aura! Again with a kill. Where are the counter kills, though? They need to get a little bit more in. Yep, there it is. The stim beacon is out. Zik gets Aura, but Turco counters. Carcass comes in, takes at least 1, but he's completely isolated right now. Gets 1 kill, tries to go out for the second. Carcass not able to make it work. 2 versus 2 situation now with Viper moving over onto spawn. Trying to make sure that she gets the kill in there. Cider takes Rip down. 2 versus 1 situation. Only one man standing, and there it is. They take them down, the defenders, with another victory. 10-4. The comeback initiated, and the opportunity to maybe make a play here. Bad news, of course, is that it was an eco round for Team Turkey, and they were still able to get 3 kills and nearly plant the spike. So now the money is there, but Carcass gets his operator. So that definitely works for him now. 10-14. It's still tough. The gap is wide. It's a very, very wide gap here, and it's not going to be easy to take that by any means. Carcass himself is going to push forward. He's going to try to get the kill through showers here with the operator. Could maybe even get that. That's a little bit of a sage battle at this point, though. But also, let's have a bit... I don't really think we're going to see him push out anytime soon here. Brimstone, on the other hand, when we look towards the attackers, Rip is going to try to push over towards A. Raze is already rotating towards B here, though. Slowly making his way onto this. Nice kill. Carcass getting the kill against Turco. That one was important. Yeah. Mitas gets Carcass, though. And they are able to secure the spot, at least for now. Oh, official poster goes down. Rip with the kill. Well done. And they have to go for the spike now. That's exactly what Raxus is doing. Starts to rotate over towards A again. Yeah, Zik, he's going to try and hold the window over here. Breach is slowly starting to move in. Plant is coming down in just another second. Pokes a little bit. Trying to get some additional information here. Stim Beacon is already out. Raze, on the other hand, pushing out from the side. All of them are currently trying to go in here. Yeah, hits come in. That's the kill. And that leaves us with Zik. He's the only one. And he goes down without even taking a kill. 11-4. Well done. Good round once again for Team Turkey. Absolute Legends in trouble. They don't have the money. They can't go for the buy. And it's really tricky because you are so far behind right now. I mean, at this point, it's a 7-point gap. So can you really afford to simply let this one slide, go for an eco round, and risk playing then match point after match point after match point? Not really. They gotta try to pull something off here. We got 2 Vandals, 2 Sheriffs. Also an Ares over here as they're trying to push in. Mitas, the kills against Side and official poster as they're coming in from the left, from the right. They take the easy kills. A is wide open now. Wide open. Raxus with a kill against Breach, and all of a sudden it's a 5 versus 2 setup. This is nearly impossible to make a play here. Absolutely incredible performance by Team Turkey here. Very solid. No problem, no mistake for them. Carcass pushing through the smoke. Trying to push through here at least. And he is absolutely lost there. Tries to push around the corner. Teleporter already got used to. In enemy territory here. Can he somehow get the kill? He's double checking. Sees 1, sees 2. And gets at least 1 kill. Tries for the second, but Raxus takes him down. The attackers with the victory in the round. 12-4. This could very well end right now. Team Turkey with a dominant performance in this match. Full-on Vandal setup for them now. Not enough money for anything. Absolute Legends. They were more or less forced into a buy on the last round, so they don't have any money left. And they just got absolutely destroyed. And look at the pattern here. It's always the same MO. The early 2 rounds taken by Absolute Legends, and then it's Team Turkey just playing an incredibly dominant match here. Ult already used from Raxus. He's gonna try and finish all of this off. Bam! First kill! Gets the second! Nicely done by him. Mitas and Carcass, they both are able to get those kills connected. And now they're going to try to go for their final victory as they're pushing onto their spot. Yep, and this is not looking well for them. They get another kill. Here's a quick look also at the kills that we just saw as Raxus pushed around a corner. Flawless victory. They got all of the kills connected. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a win in this game for Team Turkey against Absolute Legends.